So what is the difference between talking to a friend and therapy? Tune in to find out. Second right here. So a lot of times I'll hear people say that they don't need therapy because they have friends. Wrong. While your friends and your family can be a significant positive or negative contributor to your mental health, they are not the same as therapy. Here are 4 significant ways that therapy differs from talking to your friends or talking to your family. 1, therapy is focused solely on you. Friendships and really all social relationships for that matter should be reciprocal, meaning that there should be a give and take. But with therapy, I, as the licensed mental health professional in the room, am solely dedicated to you and your mental health. That is my job, to make sure that I collaborate with you to achieve your goals. 2, therapy is confidential, and we all know that talking to friends and family can have a lot of leakage in terms of who told who, what, and when. So there are specific times where where licensed mental health professionals have to break confidentiality, but they also share that with you beforehand, so there's no confusion. If there's concern about harm to self, harm to others, or being in a dangerous situation, or harm to vulnerable populations. But if that's not the case, this stays between us. Even a lot of times people will worry about records, like we have to keep records. I don't put direct quotes into my patient notes. I don't know many people who do, because honestly, that's not really necessary for me to discuss your goals and to discuss your progress. Like, nobody needs to know that. Direct quote, no. You had to be there. And if you weren't, why are you looking at these notes? So bottom line, we keep everything confidential. Everything is HIPAA protected. Everything from our documentation to our emails, shoot, to our phone calls. Like, you are our patient. We are working to keep everything confidential, bottom line. And that doesn't always happen with friends or family. Sometimes people let it slip, whether it's intentionally or they just run in their mouth. 3, I am a psychologist. I am a licensed mental health professional that has been trained to assess and diagnose and treat. As such, we have standards of care. We have licenses and credentials that have to be earned and maintained. Once we get them, we don't just get to keep them. We have to maintain them through education and experience and lots of fees. But I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge the fact that this doesn't mean that we aren't fallible. We're human as well. That's true for every position. And the difference is, with someone who's unlicensed, is that we have a board of individuals consistently holding us accountable for our actions. With you, when you are in the therapeutic relationship with us. So, did we cause you harm? Were we neglectful? Did we break confidentiality? These are all things that can and should be reported to our board to ensure that we do not continue causing harm. Because when we do this, we should lose our jobs. Right? Unlicensed professionals do not have this. And 4, therapy is meant to be a place where you are able to talk to someone who is objective. Now, I'm not going to say objective in terms of the fact that, like, we don't have our own thoughts and feelings and I don't know, biases and things like that. But one of the biggest aspects of therapy is the training that helps us to identify and separate ourselves from your situation. Talking to family and friends is different. Right? They are going to have their stake in the game. They love you, or they may be acting maliciously. However, with us, my goal is to help you collaborate together so that you can achieve the things that you need to achieve. My goal is to take a step back and provide you with information about patterns, or help you identify coping skills or support system and recommendations. And with that, I am able to be more objective, right? We, of course, care for our patients, and we want them to thrive and do well. However, we didn't watch y'all grow up. We actually do in some sense. Like, I get so excited when I see my patients achieving their goals, when they leave that person, when they get rid of that individual, when they quit that job, when they advocate for themselves. Whew, shoot. When they get that cookie that they wanted to get without feeling bad about it for 20 minutes, like, we actually do get to watch y'all grow up. So that is actually not, when I say grow up, I mean, like, we ain't wipe you behind or nothing like that. But when I say being objective, it means the fact that
Y'all, so this is when my camera died, and by the time I got back, the sun had set, so bear with me. We're still working on lighting.
Clinician, a licensed clinical psychologist, the professional in the room, works to the best of their abilities to deal with your problem, help you identify your problem, help you achieve your goals without letting subjective factors get in the way, like in biases or their own individual opinion regarding whether your choices are right or wrong, or what counts as right or wrong, or their individual values, right? When you come to me as a licensed clinical psychologist, it is not my job to even decide what you need to work on. You may have something that in other people's opinions and the general world, I don't know, opinion to be like, maybe that's something that you should work on. But if that's not something that you mentioned, if that's not something that you identify as a goal, that's not for me to decide for you, right? My objectivity, I can decide, I can think that like cheeseburgers are the best thing in the world since cheeseburgers has been cheeseburgers, right? And then you come in and you talk about your vehement dislike for cheeseburgers. Is it my job to convince you to start really embrace the aspect of cheeseburgers? No, because that's my opinion. That's my value. That's my bias towards that food. So when I say objective, I don't mean the fact that we don't have some kind of, thoughts or feelings or, I don't know, even opinions about stuff. I'm saying that it is not supposed to get in the way of helping you identify your goals and collaborate with you working on your goals. And we do a lot of training to make sure that doesn't happen, and also making sure that we check ourselves if it does. Okay, so thank you so much for watching our channel. I very much hope that you, and I say our channel, so like, somebody might be
like, this girl's in the room by herself. She's talking about our channel.
I very much feel like the good thing about social media is the sense of community. So I say our channel because anyone who is following this is our channel. Unless you on some foolishness, then this is not your channel, right? But if you're here to support me, you're in my aspect of community, like this very much is our channel. So that's why I do Ask Dr. Martin, so you can ask questions. That's why I encourage you to comment below with questions that you want answered or topics that you want discussed. So if you enjoyed this, please comment, subscribe, watch my other videos. If you didn't enjoy it, still comment, subscribe, and watch my other videos, because I mean, you're gonna do it anyway. I might as well get some benefit out of it. But thank you so much, and feel free to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and my website is RaquelMartinPhD.com, and I hope to see you. Why because I technically don't see you, but if you comment, I do see you. So I hope to see you because you comment, and I know that you're present at the next video.